Go. Hello, welcome to today's class. Okay, this is our second lesson. The first lesson was on introduction to numbers, unit numbers from 1 to 9. We just did 1 to 3 and we worked with a 3-year-old child. Now we'll be doing an introduction to numbers beyond 9. We're talking of 10 and 10, 11, 12 and the teens. For this exercise, you would need your bead stairs. Now, the bead stairs usually comes in bars like this. This is a 10-bead bar. On the bead stairs, you have the single, You have the single bead, which is a 1-bead bar, then 2-bead bar, 3, and so on and so forth in different colors. I just brought this as a sample to show you. But in place of that, like I said, my materials are homemade materials that you can just sit conveniently at home and make with your printer and your laminating machine, and you can still carry out your Montessori system. Also remember, my system is a hybrid, a fusion of the Montessori system and the normal teaching system because of where I work. And I've seen this method work. So that's why I'm prescribing it. So for this exercise, we'll be using our homemade sequin board. A sequin board, this is sequin board A, just has the numbers 10 written all over, which you would use to form a new number. You would have the number cards from 1 to 9 to represent your cards for your sequin board. And we would have our bead stairs, like what I explained earlier, that we were meant to use proper beads, but if you cannot afford it or you cannot make it on your own, you could simply make it this way, and I'll show you how it works. Now, in place of our 10-bead bar, this is what I have made. I just had a picture of the beads, laminated it and cut it out. So this would represent this in this exercise. So that also goes same for our 1-bead bar, 2-bead bar, and the rest of them. It's just the same color. So at the beginning of this exercise, of course, Montessori would always start with a concrete and we go to abstract. Let me just put this aside. Okay, so we start with concrete and we go to abstract. So when I say concrete, what do I mean? Concrete means the materials, the beads, which I say are represented by these. So I'd assume I have an imaginary child who I'm introducing this lesson to. So today we will be learning and understanding the numbers 10, 11 to 19. This is our bead bar printout, our sequin board printout, our number cards, and our 10-bead bar printouts. So these are the materials we'll be using for this exercise. So just watch me. I'll build the stairs first. When I'm done, you'd have a go. All right. So let's place our bead bar cards randomly, like we did previously. Remember, I introduced this earlier so that the child gets used to it. By now, the child knows each color and each bead number because we have introduced it in the previous lesson. Okay, so I build my stairs now. This is actually supposed to be longer than this, but I think I made a little mistake. But that's our 10-beat bar. Okay. So I've built our stairs, and I'll give the child an opportunity to build it, either by giving the child a fresh set or just scramble this and the child builds the set again. So we're going to introduce our numbers. So this is 10, this is 10, this is 10. Can we count to confirm? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 10. Do you remember what number this is? Yes, this is 1. Do you remember what I told you this number is? Yes, it's 10. So where you have 110 and 1, that makes the number 11. So I pick both of them at the same time and I lift it to the side. Do you remember what number this is? Yes, this is 2. Do you remember what number this is? 10. A 10 and a 2 make a number called 12. Now, do you remember what number this is? 3, correct. A 10 and a 3 make a number called 13. This is 11. This is 11. This is 11. This is 12. This is 12. This is 12. This is 13. This is 13. This is 13. Now, can you point and name number 11? The child points and names. This is number 11. Can you point and name number 12? This is number 12. Can you point and name number 13? This is number 13. Of course, your 3-period lesson, you switch places. Can you point and name number 11? This is number 11. Can you point and name number 12? This is number 12. Can you point and name number 13? This is number 13. Switch places again. Can you point and name number 12? This is number 12. Can you point and name number 11? This is number 11. Can you point and name number 13? This is number 13. What number is this? The child responds, this is number 11. What number is this? The child responds, this is number 12. And what number is this? The child responds, this is number 13. Today we have learned the quantities, the names of the quantities for number 11, number 12, number 13, all formed with the number 10 and the beat stairs. Feel free to work with these materials. There are other numbers I'll be introducing to you through the bead stairs and our 10 bead bars. feel free to work with them anytime. Then I move on to the next phase of the same lesson. I can put these aside so I can conveniently do what I need to with this. So I could take this out, or I could leave it here, but as far as it doesn't distract the child. But if it's going to distract the child, then I'm going to take it out and just concentrate on this. Okay. So the numbers we'll be working with are this. All right. So this is our sequin board. I think I should just move this all the way up, all the way up, all the way up, so we don't get distracted. All right. Yes. So this is our sequin board. Do you remember this number? That's the number 1. And this, that's the number 0. So when you have 1 and 0, that gives you 10. Remember, I have not introduced the decimal system to this child, so we take it one step at a time. So this is 10. 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 10, 10, 10, 10. So can you show me 10? The child shows you 10. And you go ahead and say, what number is this? 10. You're sure the child is comfortable to know that 1 with a 0 gives you the number 10. Okay, so now we will be forming new numbers. When I have a 10 and I add the number 1 to it, that gives me a new number called 11. When I have a 10 and I add the number 2 to it, that gives me the number 12. And when I have a number 10 and I add the number 3 to it, that gives me the number 13. We'll just work with this 3 for now. I hope you remember the number. That's 1, 2, 3. But when you add them to the number 10, it gives you a new number. So I conducted 3-period lesson. That was familiarization, okay? This is 11, this is 11, this is 11. This is 12, this is 12, this is 12. This is 13, this is 13, this is 13. Now, can you show me the number 11, point and name? The child goes ahead to point and name. This is number 11. Can you point and name number 12? This is number 12. Can you point and name number 13? This is number 13. Because we're working with the board, I cannot switch their places. So I'll leave it the way it is and repeat my question again for the second and third time. Can you now show me number 12? This is number 12. Can you show me and name number 11? This is number 11. Can you show me and name number 13? This is number 13. Can you point, show me and name number 11? This is number 11. Can you point, show me as you name number 13? This is number 13. Can you point, show me and name number 12? And this is number 12. Thank you. And you ask, what number is this? The child responds, number 11. What number is this? The child responds, this is number 12. What number is this? The child responds, this is number 13. So today we have learned the symbols for number 11, number 12, and number 13. There are other combinations we'll be learning as time goes on, but for now, feel free to work with these at any time. So we go to the third phase of this same lesson, where we combine our concrete and abstract. So of course we start with building our stairs, bead stairs again, but this time the child does the building. I don't do the building myself, so I just instruct the child to do the building of the bead stairs. But since I'm working alone, so I might as well just get it done. So we build the bead stairs and place the beads pictures in sequence. Okay, then we place our bead bars, spread them out. We're not going to pile them up this time like we did before. Okay, so now can you tell me what number this is? The child says this is number 10. What's the quantity for number 10? The child brings this out. This is the quantity for number 10. Okay, so what if we had a 10 and a 1? What number will that be? The child tells you this should be number 11. You ask the child to place it there. The child places it, and you ask the child, can you represent the symbol for this number? The child goes ahead to place this. So we have 11 and 11. Okay, so can you represent the numbers 12 in quantity? I just act as a guide at this point. The child brings this out. Can you place it next to the next 10? The child places that. Okay. And can you bring the symbol? The child gets the symbol and places the symbol. So we have 12 in quantity, 12 in symbol. All right. So let's go to the next number. Now, can you get me the quantity for number 13? The child gets this and this. It doesn't mean that the child is going to get it automatically. Once the child is wrong, wherever the child is wrong, you just make corrections. If you need to conduct the 3-period lesson all over again, then you need to do that. So can you place it to the next 10? And we do so. Place it to the next 10. Can you form the symbol? And the child gets this and forms it. So okay, so we have formed the numbers 11, 12, and 13. So would you mind drawing this in your book and coloring it in? That's my own way of making it a hybrid. So the child gets to write something and take it home. So draw this into your book and write this in your book. And we have a lesson. So the child writes and also understands in quantity and symbol these numbers. So that's the end of this lesson. Thank you.